Please welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Benita Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, I was this video on my for you, and I thought to share with you guys where this sister actually has a message for the something percent of pine-colored women who actually voted for Kamala Harris. And I thought to share with you guys because she was actually hitting or telling or spilling the truth. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together because, of course, a white woman actually responded and she also set record straight. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
The 47% of white women that voted for Kamala Harris, bring your ass, because you on the fucking docket today. And because I already know how you bitches operate, let's get some church announcements out the way. 1. When faced with uncomfortable truths, a true ally will accept the information rather than react to it. 2. If it don't apply, let it the fuck fly. In other words, don't bring your sensitive Susie asses in my fucking comments telling me how your best friend is black and giving me a laundry list of things you've done to help the black community. This is me preemptively telling you I don't give a fuck. 3rd, as far as my content is concerned, the feelings of white people, particularly white women, would never be centered nor considered. So if you're white and you follow me and what I'm about to say offends you, there's no need to announce your disappointment nor your departure. You can simply get the fuck out. Now let's get down to business. 47% are particularly the ones that go above and beyond to tell black people, but black women in particular, that you're a part of the 47%. It's not that you do it because of your love, support, and solidarity of black women. It's about your image. Because you need to be on record as being part of the 47%. So you're not perceived to be a part of the 53% because it's MAGA. Because for whatever reason, you seem to think that you're better white women than they are. And newsflash, you fucking aren't. Now, while you may not subscribe to and or believe in their racist beliefs and ideologies, as white women on a daily basis, you still benefit and profit from said racist beliefs and ideologies, none the fucking less. Another thing is that it's not lost, and it's not lost on me, and it's definitely not lost on white women. No generation of white people, especially white women, have ended white supremacy. Now, the only thing to do to end white supremacy in this country is to dismantle it and relinquish your white privilege. 2 things that are a bridge too far for you bitches, especially the last, which is why you'll change the name of a school, you'll change the name of a sports team, you'll take down statues, you'll volunteer in the very neighborhoods that you're gentrifying and pushing my people out of just to assuage your fucking white guilt. You will do everything but give up that white privilege. White people are inherently mediocre. You motherfuckers have to work not to be. And that's a topic for another time, but trust and believe I will be circling the fuck back. And it is because of your white mediocrity, which is why you require so much of black women that you'll never require of yourself, because you bitches can't deliver. White women are the only people on the face of this fucking earth that will betray you and then demand that you make them feel better about doing it. You don't have to tell me I'm wrong, because I already know I'm fucking right. Because you do it all the time. And it's because of your white mediocrity that you don't mind being supported by black women. You want to be supported and defended by black women, but you don't want to be led by black women. Because in order for you to be led by black women, you have to, 1, acknowledge your shortcomings, and 2, forego being the center of fucking attention. And considering the fact that you bitches are born with main character syndrome, that's a fucking habit you hoes can't fucking kick. But what really bothers me is you white bitches that are all about, where's Kamala? I mean, we need her. She should be working. So you want a black woman to do a job that you didn't elect her for. Because see, what you want is you want your individual vote counted, but you don't want the collective one to be counted. And it's the collective vote that makes the fucking decision. And as a collective, you once again voted for your whiteness. Cause one thing about you white women, you talk the fucking talk. But when it's time to walk the walk, you walk your ass right on over there to whites only. And this election is no different. And you don't want your ashy and crusty ass heels to be held to the fucking fire about that shit. You want to act like it didn't exist, like it didn't fucking happen. And what pisses me off is that when Hillary Clinton lost, you bitches put on a pink pussy hat, you did your little fucking march, you went to Starbucks and you called it a fucking day. You let that white lady lose in peace. You let her go take a fucking break, go out on the lecture circuit, make her motherfucking money, and go mind her fucking business. But the black woman, you want her to do the job you didn't fucking hire her to do. You should have thought about that shit when you was voting for the trickle-down patriarchy. Because you bitches gonna learn that the patriarchy was brought up, was designed by white men for the sole benefit of white men. They view you as still being their property, just like you still view black women as being fucking yours, and we're not. Kamala Harris don't owe you shit. Black women don't owe you shit. But you bitches owe us everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking everything. Cause not only have we protected you, but we fucking raised you. And in some cases, your entire fucking lineage. You were sucking on our fucking ancestors' tit because your fucking mothers couldn't be bothered enough to do it themselves. They went from wanting to be on the fucking porch drinking iced tea to just being drunk and popping pills because they fucking hate their lives. Black women raised you. Black women saved you. But that shit is done. You bitches been running an open tab since 1619 and you long bad bitches, it's time to settle the fuck up. Kamala Harris owes you nothing. You should have thought about what you needed when you was in that fucking voting booth. You made your fucking choice as a collective, and it was to uphold white supremacy and keep your fucking white privilege. Fucking own up to it. And just as a reminder, this is my platform. I say what the fuck I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say. Case closed and court fucking adjourned. You should remember that before you step your ass into my fucking comment section. Have the fucking day you deserve.
Talk about the whole white women. We need to have a talk about the whole blue bracelet, safety pin necklace conversation that is happening. No matter what your intentions, wearing a blue bracelet is not going to indicate to black women that you are safe to be around. And as white women, collectively and individually, I think it is important that we stop for a second and ask, is this a message for them? Or for each other, or for ourselves, because we want to be the good ones. We need to spend less time trying to indicate to black women that we are safe and more time trying to make them safe. They don't need us in their spaces, making them feel cozy and warm and protected, because we have never done that. They don't need us wearing blue bracelets. They need us stepping into white spaces and making them safer. And if you think that a vote for a black woman is all that it takes to be safe for black women, you are not yet safe for them. Instead of worrying so much about how we are perceived, we need to be worried about what we are doing, the work we are doing within ourselves, the work we are doing within our communities. Stop worrying about how they perceive us. Start worrying about the work that we are doing. A lot of black women will choose the bear over us every single time. And if you don't understand why, that blue bracelet means nothing. We all know that some of the most dangerous men are the ones who say that they want to protect women. We need to understand that the same applies to us when we are talking to black women. We are not safe for them. 45% of the vote showed that we are not safe for them. That's uncomfortable. We all need to sit with that and sit in that discomfort. We don't need to throw a blue bracelet on and pretend that that fixes everything. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. We don't need more good intentions, we need change. And that change needs to start within each one of us, within our houses, within our families, within our communities. I know it hurts to be told that you are not safe for black women to be around. Sit with that pain and make a difference. Your vote alone is not that difference. Welcome back to another episode of A White Woman Talks About Race Because Black Women Are Tired. The comment reads, I think it would be cool if we heard this from them instead of a white woman speaking for them. And I agree. I wish we were hearing this from them, but we're not listening. And since we're not listening, you're stuck listening to me. Black women have spent years and decades and lives and centuries trying to educate us, trying to fight for us, the collective us, and we have not been listening to them. As a white woman, if I am ever caught speaking over Black women, I hope you will call me out and call me out swiftly. However, I think that there is a difference between speaking over Black women versus expecting Black women to continue to do the labor of educating us when they have been saying the same thing for decades and we haven't been listening. It is time for us to stop relying on their labor and to bring the conversation back home, to start having it amongst ourselves, to start having it within our community, and to start having it within ourselves. Because if we pay attention to what Black women have been saying, then we would recognize that blue bracelets are the same as we understand the assignment. They're the same as putting a black square on Instagram. If we've been listening to Black women, then we don't need them to step in and tell us that we're doing the same damn thing. And again, we should never speak over Black women on Black issues. But as white women, we need to be talking about white issues. And racism is a white issue. It is a white thing. We are the ones doing it. We are the ones perpetuating it. We need to start having these conversations in ways that aren't just shame circles that feel a lot like an AA meeting. We need to just be talking about it woman to woman, talking about it frankly, talking about it without immediately putting up walls of defense. Racism is a white issue. We cannot rely solely on Black women and Black educators to solve the issue of race. In fact, we can't rely on them at all because they're not the issue. We are. So we need to start relying on ourselves. We need to start taking the burden off of them to educate us and look at all of the educating that they've already done and start listening to it, start talking amongst each other about it. Because if we constantly wait for them to educate us and then we don't listen when they do, we're not moving anywhere. We're not helping anyone. We're not being the solidarity that we think we are. In the same way that we cannot solve issues of sexism and sexual assault until men start having conversations and holding each other accountable for the actions that they are doing, we cannot make any difference until we start holding each other accountable and calling others out before Black women have to get involved and call us out, right? A man does not have to wait for a woman to say, hey, that was a rape joke, that's inappropriate, for a man to step in and call it out. We understand that. So why do we think that the same is not true amongst ourselves when we're talking about race and how we inflict racism on Black women?
To all Black women of America, I want to express my heartfelt apology for the role that many white Americans, including white women, played in electing Donald Trump. I recognize the pain and frustration that this has caused in Black communities and the ways this outcome has undermined the rights, the safety, and the dignity of so many, especially Black women. I understand that Black women have long fought for justice and equity, not just for themselves, but for all marginalized communities. And your commitment to truth, resilience, and progress is truly inspiring. As a white person, I'm aware that part of my responsibility is to listen, learn, and actively challenge systems that harm and marginalize. And it's clear that actions speak louder than words. I'm still committed to doing the work necessary to help build a future where all voices are heard and respected. Thank you for your continued strength and leadership. I'm committed to being an ally and creating positive, lasting changes so that we can all live equally in this country. To all of the white women who let everyone else down, check back with me in 4 years. I'm sorry for your daughters. I'm sorry for your sisters that you made a choice to vote a convicted criminal into the presidency. You complain about crime committed by people who came to this country to seek a new life, but you weren't worried about putting a criminal in office again. You must be aware that he's about to use his power to save himself and to save every insurrectionist who was sentenced as a result of the insurrection. You are truly about to see what misuse of power looks like.
Hey, fellow white women who voted for Kamala, this is not our opportunity to use Black women to ask them to do the labor of providing us with comfort and alleviating our fear and anxiety over the election. We're also not going to come to Black women expecting them to give us a pat on the back and say, we know you're not one of the bad ones. You did what you could, hun. And also, it is not our place to go to Black women when they are criticizing white women. I mean, have you looked at the numbers? And to tell them, not me, it wasn't me, I'm one of the good ones. Stop putting that on Black women. Stop it. Don't do it. If you've got big feelings of fear and trepidation about the future, about our rights as women, if you have intense anger and disappointment at other white women, shame about our demographic, stop asking Black women to manage those feelings for you. You are a grown-ass woman and you get to deal with them. And then how you can turn those feelings into effective strategic action.
Please, when I came across the first video that I staged by the sister, trying to set record straight to those, pink-colored women who actually they did the right thing. And but the thing is that the way as we were going about it is just giving, this is for me to say that I have actually done what you want. So because of that, I am a very good pink-colored or white woman. When she was saying that, these actually reflect, me to a video I saw circulating all over the social platform. That was exactly after the election. And I saw so many pink-colored women, and after, casting their votes, they have to go to a place, wrote their name, and they placed it. They were like, this is to tell that I actually voted for this. This is to tell. I was like, is it that they are doing this for what? Like, are they doing this to tell, Black women that, we have actually done what you wanted, and this is it. So don't call me a Ray and sis. I am not included in your Ray and sis shenanigans and all of that. That is just what it was given when I saw so many of these pink-colored women, putting up their card, like after they must have voted, they went to put their card somewhere, and they were like, this is a sign that I actually voted this. I was like, and the issue of these blue bracelets, that blue bracelet, where it was all going, viral on the social platform, I was like, so they are actually bringing up this blue bracelet to differentiate themselves, from the villains, right? Like from the bad ones. Like it is a sign of I am the good person that you really need to be safe in my own space than any other person that is not wearing that, which I think that was actually a very trickish move. That we actually indicate that you are doing something to actually, not that you are doing it from your own, heart. You're just doing it like, I just voted and that is it. Don't call me your racist. So instead of you to actually start by working on your own community, like most of you are often complain that Black people or Black women still do not find us safe. The Black women still do not want us to be in their safe places. Like, you are not giving these people the opportunity to be safe with you. Like, you can practically see a pink-colored woman being all nicey with you, being all, oh my God, you are safe, but all of a sudden this person will just disappoint you. There is a case that actually went viral on the social platform, White Women's Whisper. She came out, she has so many of, pink-colored women following her, She has built her audience. She's actually biracial, but her name on the social platform is White Women's Whisper. And this lady, decided to put out this question. She was like, as a Black woman, you are in a conference room, alone. Would you rather be in a conference room alone with a white man or a white woman? So many Black women in her comment section were like, they prefer to actually be in a conference room, with a white man instead of white woman. And this actually got a lot of pink-colored women who were actually supporting her, has actually been at her back and coming for her. All of a sudden, they were all reporting her until when they put out this woman from her platform. And that is to show you that it's just like you are like, you can never be, well, like, you can't even trust them with your full chest, like, because you might just want to like trust them, then all of a sudden this person you trust, because they see that you are, all of a sudden they are just so dangerous for you. This is why even till date, when a black woman is encountered with a pan-colored woman, she still watch her back, because they just like chameleon. The way at which chameleons change, they are like, you guys really, if you're watching, you really need to work, towards that. Like, you need to work on your own community. If you want these women so badly to be safe with you, you have to really put in the work. You wouldn't blame them for choosing not to trust you or choosing not to be safe with you because of what you have made them gone through. Will I even talk about this kind of women in your workspace as a black woman, the way at which they manipulate everything to make you, or will I even talk about the white women tears that is all over the place? So you wouldn't even blame these women. So that's why even if you still voted, if 40 or 47% of you guys, they still do not trust that. They feel that this is just also for your own benefits. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, please. Do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for education and informative purposes. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel or to this extent, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovely soon I upload the next one.